Hello there, I'm CarolMarie, and I'm with my mom, Lillian Hart, and we are taking you through the 10 steps of moving out of the fog into the favor of God. And many times when there has been loss in your life, you are in a fog, and it's hard to think clearly. So we're giving you some tips to help you through that. And right now we are on number 7, and what I'm wanting to say to you is a journey. And give yourself a break.
Yes.
And give other people a break. You know, I remember every time I turned around, I felt like I was doing something stupid because you're not thinking clear yet. And I would be apologizing, or I'd be beating myself up mentally like, oh, why did you do that, you know? But you know what? If we had broken our arm or something, we would know, okay, there's so much time it's going to be in a cast. And there are certain things you can't do right now, but you'll be able to do it later. So we need to treat it the same way when we're going through emotional wounding and we're healing.
Yes.
I remember, I was constantly telling the Lord, would you tell Sonny I'm sorry about such and such?
Yeah.
It was like I kept remembering things that I wish I had done differently.
Yes.
And then sometimes we are just upset with ourselves and can't even give ourselves permission to make a mistake.
Yeah. I don't.
I know I'm thinking too, we need to get other people a break. I have a friend who, it had been less than a year that her husband had passed away, and some close friends, very good friends of her and her husband's when he was living, invited her to go on vacation with them. So they went on vacation, and this married couple didn't understand where she was in this process. And so it really wounded her that they didn't understand. And so I shared with her, I said, honey, unless you've been there, you really don't understand. And we just give them the benefit of the doubt. They'll learn later on. I remember Mom, one time, I have really beaten myself up over this one, but I received a letter from a lady, and her baby had died. And I knew her real well, and she was letting me know about her baby dying. Well, I was going through this time where if you had enough faith, it would be, and she'd made a comment about God just wanted to have another flower in his garden or something like that. And so I corrected her. No, that isn't, God didn't take your baby, and oh my gosh. And so, and I mailed the letter. I'm thinking, goodness, CarolMarie. And she wrote me back and said how much that hurt her. And that was her comfort, knowing that God had her child. And I wrote her again. Oh my goodness. I have prayed many times and said, Lord, would you let her know I am so sorry, I would say it completely different now. I take her in my arms right now and say, honey, I am so sorry that happened. And I wouldn't try to give her some logical or theological answer, So I have to give myself a break, but we need to give other people a break too when they don't understand.
One gentleman in our grief share group said, my friends have no clue of what I'm going through. They just don't understand.
And that's why the grief group is really helpful, because everyone in the group has had some kind of loss.
They understand.
And every situation's unique, but there is a common thread.
Yes.
So we are here to encourage you to give yourself a break, give others a break. Trust the one that understands with what you don't understand. And don't pick up condemnation. I've had to forgive myself and pray that my sweet little friend that lost her baby has forgiven me. But we say and do stupid things thinking we're helping people. And so we just have to trust it to God.
And we can't dwell on, I wish I had of, it should have done, if only, all those things go through your mind, and there's nothing you can do about it. It won't bring your loved one back, and he wouldn't want to come back if he could. Because he's having such a wonderful time with our Lord. Yes. So we've got to forgive ourselves and go on with life.
And we can't move on if we're in the shouldas and wish I could've.
Yes,
and
that's right.
So we bless you with the ability to give yourself a break and give others a break too.
Yes.
And that way you can move through the fog into the favor of God.
Right.